A massive move is imminent for KASPA. Can you potentially turn 100,000 KASPA into $100,000? If you guys like these videos, don't forget to smash that subscribe button, leave a like, turn those notification bells on so you guys never miss a video. Let's dive in straight into CoinMarketCap to see where KASPA can potentially go. So if we have a look at KASPA, first of all, 45,000 people on the watch list, currently ranked 212, and a market cap of $48 million. So we know a few weeks ago, or even a week ago, sorry, we were at a market cap $800 million, or almost $800 million. Now the market cap to volume ratio is currently sitting at 4%, 22% of market cap is currently being traded. Let's dive in straight into the charts. Now we can see right here that of course KASPA clearly has been in a downtrend since April 2nd, 2023. Okay, so we had a resistance right here, created a new one right here, a new one right here, and now we're essentially attempting to retest that resistance. Now we know that every time, or the more time essentially we test the resistance, it usually gets weaker. So can we see a move exploding to the upside if we do potentially retest that resistance and break above? Now we need to see a confirmation. So if you guys are trading or investing or I don't know what, you need to have a closure above this level right here, above 3 cents. So we need to see 3.2 cents would be a good confirmation to essentially close above. If you have a nice closure, we're most likely going to start pumping again. Now of course KASPA is currently holding this support region pretty well. Okay, so we got 3 rejections off support, we got a 4th one. Now we know on another news that historically every time we retest a resistance or support, it gets weaker. So this applies to the support too. So can we see KASPA coming back down and essentially falling below that support? Now not only are we at a support region right here, a lot of things, and a big pattern that a lot of people are talking about is this inverse head and shoulder. By the way guys, before I talk about the inverse head and shoulder, I do want to talk about this massive pump. A lot of people are disappointed about KASPA, but do you really think after a massive pump like that you're not going to have some sort of correction, some sort of pullback? I mean, we had it right here, we had it a bunch of times. I mean, look, we pumped right here and we came back, retested, and guess what happened right here guys? Back a couple of weeks ago, or a couple of months ago, or a month ago I should say, we were downtrending, and guess what happened? We broke out this resistance like it's happening right now, and we essentially went parabolic from there. Now let's have a look at the inverse head and shoulder or the regular head and shoulder that a lot of people are talking about. So this would essentially be the left shoulder, this would be the head right here, and then this would be the right shoulder currently forming. Now, what can our target be for the regular head and shoulder? Well, if I take this from the top of the neckline to the bottom of the neckline, you can see that our target meets exactly to our nearest support region. So can we see KASPA come all the way back down to 1.7 cents? Now 1.7 cents is obviously a very important area. We had a resistance right here, and a resistance right here, and a resistance right here, and of course when we broke out, we came back, pulled back, retested that resistance before going parabolic. Now we know when we go above a resistance, that resistance flip into support. Now what's interesting is that this right here is aligning exactly with our potential target on the inverse, or the regular head and shoulder I should say. So is it possible? Yes, we're gonna have to see what breaks first. This would essentially be a 36% dump on KASPA. Of course, from the all-time high, that would be a dump of 60%. So that is quite hefty. That is not an easy dump. Now, can we see KASPA really go to $1? Now, can you turn 100,000 KASPA into $100,000 maybe in the next bull market? So a lot of people are saying block DAG is the future, ghost DAG is the future. It's obviously proof of work, scalable, they solve the trilemma, and KASPA is definitely here to stay. I don't disagree with you guys. KASPA is here to stay, but there's a lot of things and a lot of factors that are going to need to happen in order to see that $1 happen, right? So first of all, the circling supply is currently sitting at 17,759,000,000, of course, tokens. Now this is only going to increase, right? So we're most likely going to see 18 billion or 18.5 billion by the next bull market that starts. Now the max supply is currently sitting at 28 billion KASPA. So assuming by the time the next bull market starts, could be now, could be in 6 months, could be in a year. I think personally it's usually 2 months, 2-3 months after the Bitcoin halving, which is a year from now. So assuming that we do see that, the market cap would essentially have to be 17 to 20 billion dollars. Now 17 to 20 billion dollars is not peanuts, guys. If we have a look at the top 10 coins right here, we can see that Cardano top 7, a coin that's been here for years, and we can see the market cap is only $13 billion. Now, I'm not saying Cardano is obviously not going to grow. It's clearly going to grow. We're most likely going to see Cardano in the 30-40 billion. So it's very possible to see KASPA at a $17 billion, but I don't know if it's going to happen this bull market. It's still a very, very new token, very new coin, and people still aren't aware of this technology. Now, the other thing that's going to need to happen is mass adoptions by exchanges. So we're going to need to see Binance, we're going to see Coinbase, we're going to see KuCoin, we're going to see all these big exchanges listing essentially KASPA KES, because we can see right here on K.io, MEXC, these are big exchanges, but they're not big enough to essentially bring KASPA into a multi-billion-dollar cryptocurrency. So that's that on the 2-hour and 4-hour. Now, if we have a look on the daily on KASPA, we can see right here, and let's pull up the RSI because the RSI does tell a lot. We can see right here that KASPA was clearly overbought. Okay, so we know when we're overbought. Anytime we're above the RSI on a 70 time frame, we usually essentially are looking for a nice little correction, and every time we are below 30, we usually look for a buying opportunity. So what happened right here was the bottom. This was when KASPA came all the way down to the 30 region. A lot of people took it, a lot of investors took advantage of that, and they're like, okay, this is going to be great. Boom, what happened? We essentially went parabolic from there. Okay, look at that. Boom, this was the bottom, boom. Now, of course, this only works on the daily and weekly candle. I wouldn't try it any otherwise. Now, if we have a look right here on the last time this happened again, we were right here, overbought, oversold, sorry, below the 30, boom, went parabolic. So a lot of these things are repeating themselves, right? Now, another thing that I'm talking about is resistance. Guys, trendline resistance is the most important. We can see right here, the trend is your friend. Boom, the second we closed above, had a nice little confirmation on the daily, went parabolic. The same thing happened right here. Boom, had a nice little confirmation on the daily, big dildo on the daily time frame, boom, exploded. And we could see it's happening all over again. These are good confirmation. You see, guys, we have pullbacks. Pullbacks are healthy. We pump, we dump, we pump, we correct, we pump, we correct, we pump, we correct. Even these small corrections right here, I mean, look at that. I'm showing to you guys, like, this is happening all the time. We pump, we correct, we pump, we correct. And these are all trend lines right here at the end of the day. And now we're seeing another one. It's probably more visible on the 4-hour time frame right here. I'm gonna pull it up, but you can see, guys, that these things always correct, and it's okay for assets to come back below. It's only an opportunity for you to essentially buy and take advantage of the dip and not give your money to the whale. So that is my video on KASPA, and if you could potentially make $100,000 with 100,000 KASPA. Now, if you buy 100,000 KASPAs today, that would essentially be $3,000 because the price of KASPA is currently sitting at $3. So that would clearly be a massive return on your investments if you were to buy KASPA right now for $3,000 for 100,000 tokens. So that is my video, guys. If you guys like it, don't forget to smash that subscribe button, leave a like, and I will see you guys in my next video.